Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, whose name means He is or He exists. Bahashem, meaning in the name of. Yahweh Shai, being the name of the Son of the Heavenly Father, whose name means He is salvation or He is the deliverer. And Rakakadash being the name of the Holy Spirit. In the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, the Lashawan Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. So, as you see the title, the Lord is bringing the pain to Babylon the Great. And what's going on, which we've been seeing, especially since the onset of 2020, and we know that that was the beginning of the elites, the wicked, rolling out their satanic agenda upon the earth, this NWO. So what you're having in today's time is pretty much what Klaus Schwab told you. Remember what he said, that you will own nothing and you will be happy? We see this playing out in real time. And these curses, these plagues are really hitting Babylon the Great hard. I mean, everybody is feeling it, And people that are looking to even just have a place to live, people are struggling with buying food. Now because of wars going on and different things, you have Esau. He's about to cut government programs and subsidies that people depend on to supplement their lifestyle. You see, on top of that, Trump, he's already put it out there that when he gets in office, he's going to impose tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China, which those nations are, pretty much the main places that we trade with. All right, and China even more so because we get everything from China. All right, so say goodbye to your dollar store. Say goodbye to your Five and Belows. Expect your grocery prices to become even higher. Okay, because even fertilizer, America buys a lot of fertilizer from China. All right, which that's also going to affect the farmer. So everything, the price of everything around you is going up. I mean, things are already high, Like I went to the market today, just to get a few things, and I came out of there with one bag basically, and I paid $40. All right, so we're definitely in a failing economy, and Esau, we know at some point, more than likely, 2025, that he's gonna pull the plug on Babylon the Great. So this place is completely finished. Let's go to Jeremiah 51. Because you think it's hard now, wait until the real tribulation comes. Jeremiah 51 and verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so, she may be healed. And that's one thing about it. The wound that has been laid on Babylon the Great, this thing can't be healed, This thing can't be healed, and you've noticed that for a very long time, America has been on a steady decline, but this decline has accelerated ever since 2020. Now, economically, if you really want to go back to the 2007-2008 financial crisis, America never really recovered fully from that. There was a period to where America was doing well, especially under Trump's first term. But after that, when Biden came in and the Democrats took back over, America's pretty much been destroyed. All right, within this 4-year period, man. So now with Trump coming in and the things he's talking about, things are about to get significantly worse. Okay, this is why the scriptures say that Babylon cannot be healed. There's no balm that you can put on the whore's wound to patch it back up and make it, bring it back to its former glory. It's not going to happen. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. So we're at a point now where you're having many of the other nations, the heathen that came to America to make money, to set up a business, to send money back home that they can retire and, live well. All right. And that was all premised on the idea of this American dream. You can come to America, you can make a lot of money, you can build yourself up, and you can become rich, things that you couldn't do back in your home nation. All right. But even the American dream is not even a reality anymore, not even for the Edomite. All right. It was never a reality for Jake, although you do have some Jake that have, kind of slipped through the cracks and, have done okay in Babylon the Great, But for the most part, even Edomites now, they're by and large complaining about the system because they're being priced out as well. Property taxes are being raised, the price of a new house, the price of a new car, just the cost of living in general is now so high to where you really can't save any money. You see, you can't save any money. You can't put nothing away. You can't, even take time off to really enjoy yourself like that because you always have to work. You constantly have to grind, to keep that flow of money coming in, man. All right. So people are out here just stressed to the limit. People really don't have any positivity left. Like you can just look at Christmas, right? Christmas was yesterday. Did you feel like it was a Christmas spirit out here? Did you feel like, how Christmas was, years ago back in the day? No, I didn't feel like that. People barely had lights up on their houses, man. This year's Christmas, the Wada Yahweh Bashmir Shai was a very dry, somber experience, man. You see? And that shows you that the mirth of this place, the mirth of Babylon the Great is drying up. All right, this place is on a rapid decline, man. This place is about to be taken out. You see? And this is why the nations now, they're saying, hey, we're about to go back home because there's nothing more here. All right? All you have that's really increasing in Babylon is the amount of wickedness, all right, which the other nations, they don't like the lifestyle here. They just came here to get money, but in the process, they just dealt with all the perverseness that goes on here, man. But, now that there's no money, it's like, it's really no point to be here. All right. They're better off going back home amongst their own people, because at least they can have more of a peace of mind like that, but yeah, the point is, as the scriptures say, Babylon is finished, man. All right. This place is done. So now when you go back here, rent prices are so high, people are going homeless. This is a compilation of TikTok rants. We're just going to watch a small portion of it, get some points. But this just shows you that America truly is on the way out, man, because you wasn't seeing people complain like this 10 years ago. All right. Not even 2019. I mean, stuff's, it's not like stuff hasn't been bad before, but this is especially bad. The time we're in now, this is really worse than 2007, 2008, because at least then, food was affordable, housing was affordable. You know what I mean? Like, traveling wasn't that expensive. Gas was relatively cheap. But now it's like people are getting laid off of jobs. Housing is expensive. Cost of living is expensive. Gas is high. You know what I mean? It's like everything around you is just expensive to the point where you can't even live, man. So, we'll go ahead and check this out. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying.
Money is an issue. I can refer you to someone else.
Nah, money's not an issue. You said it was 5,000?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's that, like 1,000, like 5 times or something?
That's how numbers work. So yes.
Yeah.
So the deposit will be $3,500, including first and last month's rent, plus the application fee, which brings you to about $17,000.
See, my real issue are these cabinets. Are these made of real wood?
No, sir.
See, there's a problem. I'm allergic to fake wood. Can't even touch it.
I'm sorry to hear that. I can show you more expensive units if you...
I'm parched. Do you have something to drink?
Here you go.
Thank you. So tell me more about the neighbors.
Your closest neighbor is a lawyer.
Very nice.
And what do you do for work, sir?
Oh, well, I've had some experience in the legal system myself.
Oh, like a judge.
Bring back $900 rent. I keep telling y'all we all need to go on a rent strike. Every state all together at the same time. That's the only way they'll stop increasing rent. And what safety nets do you have in place for all of the people who are suddenly going to be unhoused? This is by no means the first time I've seen something like this, but when we're talking about irresponsible organizing, this is what we're talking about. Telling people to put their housing at risk, knowing full well that many of them have nowhere else to go, and if they get evicted, that means they are on the street, to just stop paying rent and do a rent strike without...
So you see, Esau is now even complaining about the cost of living situation in America. This is how bad it is, man. All right, and this is what is going to lead to what is written in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, where it says, "They shall not regard their kings nor princes." All right, people are getting to the point that they're not going to give a damn what their higher officials are going to say, or regard the laws at all, because people are going to be out here catching so much hell. There's going to be anarchy in these streets. All right, you can just look at the situation with the United Healthcare CEO. The way that he got whacked in public. People were actually cheering that on. People were actually applauding that. Okay, and that shows you the state that we're in. Okay, here in Babylon the Great. You see, people don't care about these higher officials anymore, because really people have now begun to understand, and they're experiencing it in their personal lives, that your elites, they're not set up to forward your life, to make your life easier. They've been set up to pretty much destroy you. You see, so this is why 2nd Ezra 15 is going to come into effect. All right, and especially once Trump gets in office, I truly believe once Trump gets in there, it's going to be even more profound because of the policies he's going to put in place. As it says in Daniel 8:25, that he shall cause craft, through his policy, he shall cause craft to prosper. So Esau, this is that great wrath that he's coming down with on the people. And see, this is really all from the Lord, because when you go to, matter of fact, let's just go to it. You go to Isaiah the 24th chapter, it tells you that the haughty people of the earth do languish. And even when you go back pre-pandemic, like 2018, 2019, these people were proud as hell out here, man. Like, you couldn't tell them nothing. Yeah, Isaiah 24 and verse 4 says, "The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languish and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish." And of course, the word haughty, that goes into pride. People's proud look, they got their nose up in the air. They don't want to take heed to sound counsel. They're just proud and boasting in their wickedness. See, this is the state of the land now, man. So what's happening with, really, the Lord has put a spirit on the elites to come down on the people and pretty much mess your life up. All right, now the Lord is putting the curses on our enemies, because really, in truth, this is not really affecting Jake like that. I mean, it is affecting Jake, but not as much as the other nations, because Jake is used to it. Jake is used to struggling. You know what I'm saying? Jake is used to living paycheck to paycheck. But we find a way to make it work. See, Esau is not used to living paycheck to paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Esau is not used to not taking 5 vacations a year and being able to buy the new iPhone every single year, man. Okay? Barely having enough money left to save for anything. See, these Edomites and these other nations, they're not used to that, because this system was set up for them to prosper. But now the Lord is flipping the script to now the curses are being put on them. All right. This is why the elites are putting these policies in place. This is all from the Lord, man. All right. And it's because why? The pride of these people. All right. These people have gotten beside themselves. They have forgotten who really runs the show. So now the Lord is going to remind them. All right. America being hit with all kind of plagues. Verse 5, "The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant." See, this is why the judgment is now coming upon the land. Okay? And also because of what you have done to the Israelites, the Lord's chosen people. All right? The Lord is now addressing you heathens' wickedness. Okay? Especially you Edomites. All right? Verse 6, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. Like I went into the Christmas example. You don't feel that Christmas spirit no more, They wasn't playing no Christmas music like that, I remember back in the day, like they used to play like Christmas specials. And listen, you ain't seeing none of that no more, man. All right? Everywhere you went, like it'd be lights all over the place. And you know what I'm saying? Like you go around now, everything is just bare. Everything is pretty much just like it's a normal day. All right, showing you that the mirth here is drying up. Verse 8, the mirth of tabrets ceases, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceases. They shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down, every house is shut up, that no man may come in. You see? So this place Babylon the Great America, man, the Lord is breaking this place down to a science. Right? And these people, they don't even know what's going on. All right? Because they really, what they want is they just want things to go back to normal. Okay? They want to have their lives back. They want to feel like they're on top again. That's really what these Babylonians want. But see, your desire is not going to be fulfilled, because now is the time for you heathens to be judged. This is why the Lord is allowing this to happen to you. And he's doing it by the hands of your own people, by the wicked elite of Esau. All right, verse 11, there was a crying for wine in the streets. Now, wine represents something that you drink to have mirth, something that you drink to have a good time. You want to party, wind down, you drink some wine, relax, enjoy yourself, right? So the mirth, the happiness here, people are once again crying for the good old days to come back. This is why Trump's whole thing was what? To make America great again, okay? Which America, really what they're talking about is to make America, white again, all right? And to put you Jakes back in slavery, man. Okay, that's to them when America was truly great, you see? But no, all right, there's a crying for wine in the streets, man. There's a crying for relief. There's a crying for comfort, man. And these people, they're not going to find it. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. You see that? The mirth here is gone, man. This is why you have Sheetamite on here. All right, talking about bring back $900 rent. It's not going to happen. All right? On average, I think the average, matter of fact, we can just do this real quick. What is the average rent price in the US? Let's see this. So look, check that out, right? So the average rent price in the United States of America was $15.95 last month, down $17 month over month in November 2024. United States of America rental prices decreased 17 compared to last month. So no matter what state that you go to, this is the median rent. Okay, so really, depending on where you live at, it can be higher than this, or it can be a little bit lower depending on the state. But this is the average rent in America, man. Call it $1,600. All right. So she's talking about $900 rent. I don't know, man. Like, unless you living in a shoebox, But other than that, them days ain't coming back. You see? Let's continue.
Without doing any of the work to provide like safety and safety nets and support for those people is incredibly irresponsible. There should absolutely be rent caps. Rent should be lower. Rent is insane. The rental market needs more regulation. It's out of control. And yes, a rent strike can be a way to achieve that. But if you do not already have all of these safety nets put in place for the people who are going to be striking, it's going to fall apart incredibly quickly. And the most vulnerable people will be in even worse places than they were at the beginning. You need to have infrastructure in place for this to work.
So my lease ends in like 7 days, and I told this bitch I don't want to spend more than $2,200, and she was taking me up to this room, and she was like, oh my god, you're gonna love it. It's a 1-bedroom, it's $2,800, but it has a big balcony. Oh, it has a big balcony, bitch. Does it? Do you know what else is big? No? Okay, let me tell you what's not. The bank account, the budget, the credit score, the patience, bitch. Why don't you take the keys to Miss 2,800, not including parking and utilities, and shove it up here? So
And this is Keisha right here, man. Okay, and I guarantee you that she's the strong, independent woman type. All right, and she says she's not trying to go above $2,200 a month for rent. Well, check this out. See, the Lord is giving you women what you want, right? You wanted to be a boss. You wanted to be on your own. You don't need a man and this and that. See, now you're on your own and you're out here complaining. Okay, well, if you had a man, if you were under a man that feared the Lord, well, guess what? You wouldn't be having these type of problems. You wouldn't be on TikTok, talking about how, paying $2,200 plus for rent is outrageous. All right. So a lot of, a lot of these boss chicks, they're getting their just due as well. Okay. A lot of these single mothers out here, they got men on child support and, stepped out on the man and all this nonsense that's going on out here, man. See, the Lord is addressing you people's wickedness, man. See, this is what they won't understand. Okay, and I think that's in Daniel where it says none of the wicked shall understand. I think that's in Daniel. Yep, Daniel 12:10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. And see, this is why, as it is written, that wisdom, knowledge, and stability, that the wisdom and knowledge that we have shall be the stability of our times, man. Okay, because we understand why these things are happening. See, we're not out here bugged out. You know what I'm saying? We're not out here confused about the situation that we're in. We understand that we're in captivity. We understand that we're in Babylon the Great. And we understand that Esau, the wicked of the earth, that he's the one bringing these things down. All right. But furthermore, we understand that the affliction that's coming on this place is due to people's wickedness, man. And guess what? The wicked, they're going to continue to be wicked. And the Lord has not imparted to them the understanding to give them comfort. That's the whole thing about it. All right, now, do we feel this economy as well? Yeah, of course. But at the end of the day, we're comforted knowing that, number one, we're about to get out of here. All right, that Babylon the Great is falling. Okay, which is what we pray for every single day. Okay, and that the wicked are getting their judgment. You see, we understand all these things, man. All right, but you have people out here, they'll go on the internet and they'll, vent. They'll go on rants, just angry. You see what I'm saying? And not even understanding what the hell is going on. You see, and really, she's not a bad looking Eve. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like she got a proud spirit on her. You know what I'm saying? If she was to get an order under a man of the Lord, then the Lord would have mercy on her, man. But see, these proud 2/3 boss chicks, they're going to be the main ones when Jacob trouble come. It's going to be searching for a man, okay? And they ain't going to find it.
big balcony, bitch. Does it? Do you know what else is big? No? Okay, let me tell you what's not. The bank account, the budget, the credit score, the patience, bitch. Why don't you take the keys to Miss 2,800, not including parking and utilities, and shove it up here?
So I got a letter from my apartment complex To Miss Rachel Peterson Connolly. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but basically, if Ty and I choose to renew our lease in August, it's gonna cost us $4,008 a month. We live in a 2-bed, 2-bath in South Denver. Just so you don't think I'm making it up, we would be paying almost as much as my parents do for a 7-bedroom, 11-acre house. Colorado, y'all are on some crack cocaine.
I have been homeless for over 100 days. I live here in this Prius, which is a rental car, and I work more than full time.
But look, this is how crucial that the situation is. You have you have Esau living out of his damn Prius, man. You see the curses that are hitting these Edomites? This is your pa, man. This is beautiful, okay? Because, hey, like I said before, Jake is used to struggling. You know what I'm saying? Jake is used to being, last hired, first fired, struggling to pay the rent, having to, have different hustles and, whatever else going on to make ends meet. All right, now these Edomites, their own system is turning against them, okay? And this is ultimately why there's going to be, widespread rebellions in Babylon the Great. Oh, and as a matter of fact, January 15th, that port strike is going to be over, because remember that they kind of, hashed up a deal like last minute that lasted until January 15th. So come January 15th, if they don't meet all the demands that the port workers want, then that's going to be another blow to Babylon the Great. Okay, these ports are going to be shut down. You're not going to be having goods come in. And I truly believe that this time Esau, he's going to let it happen. Okay, Esau pretty much just let the rest of this year ride out. But come 25, Esau's gonna be real heavy-handed on these Babylonians, man. Okay, that's why Trump is talking about the tariffs. All right, so anything that gets imported, there's going to be a tax on it that's going to, cause those products to go up exorbitantly high. All right, and then if there's a port strike, you're gonna have shortages going on. All right, so there's not, resources are going to be scarce. All right, which that's going to lead to what? Higher crime. Okay, that's going to lead to just murders out here, grapes. You listen, man, come 25, the America that you've known is going to be a completely different world. Trust and believe that. All right, but you see these Edomites, man, they're really now the main ones complaining. You don't really see Jake complaining like that, but Esau is really the main one, because this what do you call it? This new experience of life that they're involved in now it's like it's so foreign to what they've been used to. All right, and really for them right now, it's not even that bad. That's the thing about it. It's not even that bad, because they can still have their job, they can still eat and drink and do whatever. But compared to what they're used to, this is crazy to them. You know what I'm saying? This is a profound change that's happening. All right? Call Allah Yahweh Bashmi Shai.
I work more than 50 hours every week, and I can't qualify for an apartment in most states in America today. And, I put out a couple videos recently about this, and a lot of people watched them, and there was mixed reviews. And we're at a divide in this country right now where, there seems to be this idea that if you want to be able to survive and work a job and be able to afford a home and a car and things like that, the essentials, somehow that is getting misconstrued for socialism. I've been called a socialist more times in the last few days than I care to count. And how is that socialism? Because when you think about it, right, just 15 years ago, 20 years ago, people could work one job, afford to buy a home, have a car, a newer car, a yearly vacation. You go back a little bit further, like 30 years ago, one person could earn for a whole family, could have a partner, children, a new car, and a yearly vacation on one income. So how are we at this point where people like myself that are working can't afford a place to even live? But then when we ask for that, it's somehow called socialism.
Yeah, I seen y'all had.
And that's happening because you will own nothing and you will be happy. Okay, this is all playing into this NWO system. all right, in which, you know, they're going to put you on UBI. You know, that's what's really coming next. You know what I'm saying? Which these people don't know about that, right? Esau, he's about to cut the government programs. He's about to, you know, send your ass to war. All right. He's about to cause basically famine. You see what I'm saying? So when you're at a severe lack of everything, you know, you can't take care of yourself. Well, he's going to come in with a solution and be like, we have universal basic income. Take this digital ID, take this chip, and you know, you straight. Right, but that's all part of the snare. All right, that's all part of the wiles of the devil, man. Right, and like I said, man, people are gonna rebel behind this because it's really gonna get to a point where it's gonna be so egregious to where people are just gonna be fed up, you know, and there's gonna be violence in these streets. Let's go to Isaiah the 19th chapter. Isaiah 19. We can start at 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Now this is speaking of, this ain't talking about physical Egypt, you know, in the land of Ham. This is talking about spiritual modern day Egypt, America, Babylon the Great. All right. Verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight, everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Civil war. All right. And the kingdom divided cannot stand. In this place, America is clearly, all the signs are there. This place is clearly headed towards civil war. Right, which is the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. The spirit of Egypt is failing, man. People don't have hope in America no more like how they used to. All right, like you just heard that Edomite say 30 years ago, you could have a vacation, you know, you could afford a house, you know, pay pay for all the bills comfortably, and you know, still have a good quality of life off one income. Today, you know, you have to have two incomes to make it work, man. You see what I'm saying? So the spirit of Egypt is failing, man. You know, people don't have no more hope in this place. This is why this whole election was so big to these Edomites, because they viewed Trump as the savior for America. You know, Trump is going to come in. He's going to restore our faith in America. He's going to make America great again, MAGA, right? And guess what? It ain't going to happen. Okay? And this is why Egyptian is going to rise up against Egyptian, because once these people, especially these Edomites, once they really realize that Trump pretty much sold them some bullshit, you know, that's when it's really going to be on, man. Okay, that's when it's really going to be no holds barred. Okay, because the fact that this guy was supposed to save you, now he's turning against you. Now he's going to make the price of everything around you go up. He's going to take your housing. He's going to take your government programs away. Trump's going to send you to war. All right, he's going to chip your ass. People going to rebel. You see, verse 4, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. Okay, which Trump may very well be that cruel Lord. All right, but time will tell. And a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, so these people are completely through. You see, and then when you go right here, because there's also, I mean, we saw it happen this year, but next year it's going to be even more profound, right? All these retailers are closing down. You know, Big Lots is going out of business. Party City is going out of business, closing all their locations. All right, but let's see who else come 2025 is going to be closing up shop. All right, check this out. Macy's expected to close 65 locations by the end of 2024. And by next year, approximately 150, quote, unproductive U.S. stores through 2026. Now, when these tariffs hit and the cost to import goods goes up exorbitantly, these businesses are going to be forced to close, to pretty much go out of business anyways, man. Especially the small businesses, like the mom and pop businesses. which a lot of them went out of business back during the CV19 pandemic. All right. But come next year with these new policies that are going to be put in place, it's definitely going to be a major blow to these businesses. Okay. So you got Macy's. Who else you got? Walmart. All right. You got Walgreens. Okay. Which, pretty soon it's not going to be no more Walgreens. It's not going to be any more Rite Aid or any more of these pharmacies. Okay. Because China, eventually they're going to cut off the trade with America. Right. And pretty much all of our pharmaceuticals come from either China or India. Okay. Starbucks, Dollar Tree, you see, Office Depot, Party City, Foot Locker, CVS, Sears, GameStop, Advanced Auto Parts, you see. So America Babylon the Great is going down. Okay. The strength of this place is failing. All right. Call Allah Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, man. All right. Let me see. The grinding is low. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. Because listen, a lot of people, with all these, businesses closing down, that's going to be a major blow to the economy and jobs. Okay, people are about to lose a lot of jobs out here, man. Okay, especially in retail. You see? So the doors are going to be shut in the streets. Literally, the businesses are going to be closing, man. They're going to be boarded up. Okay? And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Verse 5, also when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. So all this here in America that's being prepared is mourning. Okay, didn't Yahushua say that this is the beginning of sorrows? When you begin to see nation rise up against nation, when you start to see famines and pestilence. Okay, right now you got the bird flu. They're talking about that's going to be the next pandemic. You see what I'm saying? You have a whole lot going on, man, and you can obviously tell that the spirit here is just not the same. Okay, America ain't what it used to be, man. This place ain't got the same vibe that it used to have. So this place is over, man. It's only a matter of time. But hey, Lord will 2025 be that year to where this place just completely collapse. You know what I'm saying? And World War III pop off. This man push the chip, and we can get up out of here. All right. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end off right here. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying through the Rakah Kadash, call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kadash. And until next time, Lord willing, shalom to the elect, come Yasha'Allah, and the Bible ball. On to the next one.